Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Top 19 Countdown. I am your host, the Football Wolf, and I would just like to say I do top 19s because I like to stand out from the crowd. Oh, warning with this video ahead because of copyright issues, I am officially not doing any audio or any music, just my voice. Yeah. So sit back, relax, eat your popcorn, eat your tacos. Also, you can ignore my boring bullshit and just watch the video. Enjoy. Number 19. Medina Lake. Let me get this started. I love this band. They are awesome. But the problem is, they're never brought up in conversation. Whenever you're speaking to your friends, they always bring up like somebody like, I don't know, Lost Prophets or Funeral for a Friend, but they never bring up these guys. They've had 3 awesome ass albums, and nobody brings them up. These guys seriously deserve a lot more, but the reason that they're actually this low on the list is because there was actually a time where they were really, really popular. Oh, by the way, their new album World War 3 is out now. I recommend checking it out. It is awesome. Number 18. Heart. This was the band that got me into classic rock music. It is just awesome. Seriously, listen out for their song Barracuda. But the only reason that majority of people know them is because they're a one-hit wonder band. But all of their songs are just brilliant. Brilliantly performed, brilliantly written. So why not just listen to the rest of the stuff instead of one song? Yeah, just a shame they ended up suffering that fate. Number 17. A. Yes, that's the name of the band. I loved these guys when I was a kid. They were the reason that I got into skateboarding, except I sucked at skateboarding, so I stopped doing it. And they even help with the subgenre of skater rock. Yeah, you know, the fad of the early 2000s. Or 2000 or 2004 if you don't know what I'm talking about. Either way, this band is just awesome. Listen to their music. It is really, really good. They got 2 albums with a really, really good songs. I recommend checking them out. Moving on. Number 16. Aggro Santos. It's a case of a record deal signed this guy, hoping that he'd get into a top 5 or something. He didn't get top 5 ever, and so the record company ended up dropping him. Because of this, he's had to resort to like all sorts of these rubbish ITV shows, such as I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. To be fair, in the last one, he was the only person who was actually famous on there. Yeah, but if you listen out to his music, I'm not really a big rap fan, but he is really, really good at rapping. Seriously, he is awesome. So why isn't he famous? Well, again, a lot of people overlooked him. They went for like people like Nicki Minaj or stuff like that. Still can't pronounce her name. Either way, give this guy a check out. Give him a chance. He is awesome. Number 15. Manga. Bet you'd never expect in your lifetime to hear Turkish and alternative band in the same sentence. That's right. They're a Turkish alternative band. I repeat, a Turkish alternative band. If you're into people like I don't know, Hollywood Undead or even Linkin Park, I would recommend giving these guys a check out. The main reason I know about them is because in 2009 they won MTV Award for the best European rock act. Oh, that, and they were in the 2010 Eurovision for Turkey. Yeah, majority of their songs aren't actually in English, but that just adds to the charm. They don't need to speak English in order to be awesome. Seriously, give them a listen. They are really good. Listen out for a song called Biti Rayu. It is my favorite of the bunch. Number 14. Canine, however you pronounce his name. Yeah, again, one hit wonder. He's known for the song Waving Flag because of the 2010 World Cup. But his other work is just awesome. His writing is brilliant, so why hasn't he had sellout arena tours? Again, one hit wonder. Nobody really gives his other music a chance. Everyone just listens to that one song. But seriously, this guy, if you listen to his other works, they're almost better than Waving Flag. Seriously, give this guy a chance. He is absolutely brilliant. Give him a listen. Number 13. Lisa Miskovsky. The reason I know her is because she actually done the main theme for Mirror's Edge. But the problem is, nobody really took to it, just due to the fact that she done one song and nobody ever spoke about it. I think it's due to the limitations of the record company's patience. That was the reason that she only had one full album out, and she never got recognized. But if you ever come across any of her music on the internet, look up for a song called Still Alive by Lisa Miskovsky. It is awesome. Hence the reason I love Mirror's Edge. It's just the music. Lisa Miskovsky was signed for the right role for that game. I would recommend listening to her other works as well. Those two are good. Number 12. The Last Goodnight. I first heard about these guys through the game Band Hero. Yeah, why I'm playing Band Hero I'll never know, but their song Pictures of You is really, really deep. And their other songs actually have really, really deep lyrics as well. So why haven't they taken off? Well, of course, they're an American-only band that just never ever broke outside of the USA. Well, maybe in Canada, but well. Still, they got 2 awesome albums out. They got loads of good songs, so why aren't they popular? Oh, wait, the modern chart. Screw you, Justin Bieber, you dick. Number 11. Paradise Oscar. The reason I heard about him, or most people heard about him, was through the Eurovision 2011. He came in with a really deep environmental song, and he ended up in the bottom for some reason. I'm not sure, it's just all the Euro trash I was in it this year. But oh well. If you listen out to all his works, they have really deep meaning. He is really, really good, hence the reason that Finland wanted him for the Eurovision. He's really good. I would recommend checking this guy out. He is a really good musician. But who else is a good musician with a guitar? Number 10. Carl Justin. This guy ticks all the right boxes. A. He can sing. B. He's a really good writer. C. He done the AVGN theme song. D. He can play guitar. And E. He has a hat. Nah, I kid the hat bit, but oh well. This guy seriously deserves so much more. Why hasn't he been recognized? Of course, he's like an internet famous guy. He just never had a right break. Yeah, I would recommend checking out his site, carljustinmusic.com. You'll find some really good music by the man himself on that site. Check it out. Number 9. Andy Abraham. This guy came second place in the X Factor 2005. What did he do? An album that went to number 2 in the charts, an album that barely sold, and he did the Eurovision for the UK in 2008. He drew last. Yeah. But he's one of those guys who went from just being a regular old bin man to just being a soul singer on boats. Why didn't this guy catch on? Well, it's because of his age, really. He's in his mid-40s right now. But if you really want to find any of his earlier works, you can really find them in like just old shops. Seriously, I would recommend checking this guy out. If you're into your soul music, then just give him a go. He's awesome. Number 8. Hinder. Again, like the Last Goodnight, I heard about these guys through Band Hero. Again, I only played it for a few songs. But again, the reason these guys didn't catch on outside of America was because they're just too exclusive. Even though their lyrics and their music make a lot of sense. But again, if you know them from outside of America, they're a bit of a one-hit wonder band with a song "Voice Lips of an Angel." Really good guitar keys, just really good singer. Everything is in tone. They're a well-behaved band. I would recommend these guys, but the problem is, outside of America, they're really hard to get a hand on. Seriously, I've had a nightmare on eBay trying to find a CD of these guys.
But if you can get a hand on these guys, check them out. Or just do the regular thing and just go on YouTube. Just look up Hinder's Lips of an Angel and you got it. It's a really deep song. Check it out.
Number 7.
Milan Stankovich. Never heard of this guy? I'm not surprised. Well, basically, if you're from anywhere west of Czechoslovakia, you have never heard of this guy. The reason that I know about him is because he did the Eurovision for Serbia in 2010. I'll just tell you the story of this guy. He was just a young man from Serbia who entered the Baltic version of the X Factor. He came in the top 6, and he ended up getting a record deal in Serbia because of it. He's actually still very popular in the Balkan Islands. No, not islands, lands. Bollocks. Sorry about that. My mic still got great. But either way, back to the main subject. This guy is just brilliant. Yeah, he may be not everyone's cup of tea, but he's just the Europop beat just is awesome. This guy is just so fun. Oh, and because you've made it this far in the video, I'm just going to give you a little treat. Here's him outside of a swimming pool with his shirt off. Whoa. I tap that.
Number 6.
Tokyo Hotel. If you're from anywhere outside of Germany, you've probably only heard of these guys through Rock Band for their song Monsoon. To be honest, they're not actually that bad of a band. They are absolutely awesome. In their modern autotune-like music, it doesn't actually sound that bad either. Their music is well written, it's well performed live. I would recommend these guys to everybody. Seriously, if you got an imported CD from Germany, then go ahead and buy them, or you could just go on YouTube on Vivo. As usual, the bands are still earning money somehow. Yeah, check these guys out. They are brilliant. Just brilliant.
Number 5.
Attack, USA. The kings of crowdcore themselves. Why aren't they brought up in conversation? Well, their music is a little limited to a certain audience. It's the kind of like subgenre that's kind of like come off as kind of like halfway between metalcore and like halfway between like autotune rock music. But I would check these guys out. The vocals of the main singer is awesome, and also the guitar work is some of the best I've heard. These guys are incredibly heavy for what they do as well, and plus they invented crabcore. Don't know what that is? Well, you could actually look it up. There's actually a lot of people who do spoofs of it. Yeah. Next customer.
Number 4.
Ed Sheeran. Why hasn't this guy got a number 1 yet? Just tell me, why hasn't he got a UK number 1 yet in the singles charts? I know in the album chart he got to number 1, but in the singles charts, he is really underrated in that department. Every song he's released in the singles chart should be number 1. All of his songs are deep and they actually have meaning. So why aren't people buying? Ugh, mon ages. Again, screw you, Bieber. But Ed Sheeran is just instant proof that no matter like where you come from, he actually came from YouTube roots. And he made his fame off it. Seriously, if it wasn't for YouTube, this guy would not be famous. And we love this guy. This guy seriously deserves more. But I'm running out of time on this guy, so I gotta move on. Okay, sorry, next customer.
Metal position number 3.
Owl City. Everyone always assumes that Owl City is a band. It's not. It's one guy who did all the instruments himself. And he actually made autotune sound alright. So why isn't he like more famous than he should be? Well, his song Fireflies was a number 1 hit in many nations. But like Vanilla Twilight was also awesome. But the rest of his songs, like everyone reckons, kind of like went downhill. Plus people like stopped listening to him because generally he didn't release anything. But this guy deserves so much more. He deserves more record deals and he deserves a whole album worth of stuff. So why isn't he famous? Of course. Bloody, he's been at UK number 1 twice. but he kind of slipped and he didn't release anything for a while. This guy was by far my favorite act for a long while. But unfortunately, we gotta move on as I'm running out of time for this guy. But I would recommend, if you ever come across any of his work, like on YouTube or just in a shop somewhere, I'd recommend a quick purchase or just a watch. This guy is epic. Check him out.
Runner up, number 2.
Damien Rice. People are probably watching this video going, who the hell is Damien Rice? Yeah, he's not famous. Yeah. No, the reason that he's not famous is because his kind of music is considered a bit too outside for everyone. Though his song Cannonball was later made more famous because of the bloody X Factor. Thank you, Little Mix. I hate all of you. And well, basically, his guitar skills are awesome. When he's live, he is awesome. His songs are deep and meaningful. So why isn't this guy got more? Well, of course, everyone reckons, oh, but he doesn't write enough. Yeah, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. But to be fair, this guy really does deserve more than he actually has. Yeah, if you see his album anywhere, check it out. It's brilliant.
And the winner of this countdown, number 1.
Joe McKeldry. Yes, I know a lot of my British fans are gonna hate me for that, but seriously, I admire this guy as a performer. He could sing, he could dance, he's hard working, he's well choreographed. What's not to like about this guy? But the reason he's underrated is 2009 he won the X Factor, beating Ollie Murs by about 60% of the vote. Then he didn't get a Christmas number 1 because of an online campaign, but he did get the New Year's number 1. That's enough to ask for, right? And then his album Ambitions came out, which shot to number 8 in the UK charts. And then he had the song Someone Wake Me Up in the film Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of Prince Caspian. That was an awesome film, and even though his song was only in the credits, he does deserve some credit for actually helping out with the music of the film. And then it all just slipped. He ended up a supporting act for Jedward, and then he did nothing for 6 months. People went off him, and also on Twitter he lost about 2,000 followers. And then he went on a show called Popstar to Opera Star, and it brought back his career. He won the entire show, and then he had two albums in about 3 months. In late October, the album Classic came out, and that was just him singing a lot of old songs that don't require royalties. I might start doing that, but I won't do it. And then he had a Christmas album out, which was the best Christmas album of 2011. To be fair, the future is bright for this kid. I hope he does a lot more. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about him at the moment, but he may appear in a future list depending on what you guys think. But for now, I'll have to end this list on a high. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this list. This has been the Football Wolf here, and the next list will be the top 19 most overrated artists and bands of all times. Put into the comments what do you think should be a suggestion for the list. And the rest of the list will be the top 19 worst ideas in music will be episode 3. Episode 4 and 5, I'll do something unique. Over the next 3 episodes, you can come up with any ideas in the comment section for a top 19 list for episodes 4, 5, and eventually 6. Number 7 will be announced soon. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Peace out. This has been the Football Wolf here. I hope to see you next time on the show.